Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Game Brigade. I'm your host, Brian, and today on the show, we're going to be doing something really cool. I've been looking forward to this for a few months now, and I actually reached out to the developers for this game to get some exclusive content, although I'm a little nervous to show you guys anything because it's kind of spoilery. But we're going to be taking a look at Oathsworn, which is a game that I backed last year, and they're reopening their pledge for a late pledge option before the game finally ships. So we're going to be taking a look at the campaign, explaining some of the reasons why I backed it, and give you guys the details so that if you are interested in backing this game, you have everything at your fingertips. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so Oathsworn is a game that I backed. I feel like it was sometime mid-time last year, and they have announced that they are about 90% complete with the game. They're getting ready for shipment, so they're reopening the pledge manager for a final go here. So if this is a game that you, one, did not know about, two, are interested in learning more about, this video is for you. So let's first take a look here at Oathsworn Into the Deepwood. Originally I wanted to take a look at the press kit that they sent me, to kind of show you guys some of the sculpts and the current development, but I don't really want to spoil the game for you, because this game is about discovery and revealing, and to me, I'm not a spoiler person. So actually, when I saw it, I was like, oh dang it, I don't want to see this stuff, so erase it from my memory, get it out of there. So I'm probably going to stick to the released stuff on here for now, just because I don't want to ruin anything for anyone. So, Oathsworn Into Deepwood is a role-playing game, and I would say, for a direct comparison, I would compare this to Gloomhaven, in terms of scope and in terms of the way you are going to be unveiling new monsters and creatures and characters. I think that the reveal aspect of Gloomhaven is very popular. I do think the gameplay aspect of the card management system was very big for Gloomhaven's overall gameplay appeal, but also the hidden chest items where you're opening up and how it works. Now this game, Oathsworn, is supposed to have a deeper narrative story. That was one of the biggest complaints that I had with Gloomhaven, was I didn't feel like the narrative was enough that made me want to continue with the campaign. In fact, you really didn't end up caring about the campaign. You just were doing a specific map at that time, and how do you defeat that specific map, which usually ended up in killing all the monsters. So Oathsworn hopefully will be a little bit more narrative in that sense, and they actually have hired a professional voice actor to help narrate the story if you do not want to read the hardcover book or the bound book. So here at the campaign page, we have a few options here. So we're going to scroll down. We're going to take a look at the pledge levels that we have here in the game. And this is one of the reasons why I did kind of base this around Gloomhaven as well, when I was backing this game originally and where I am now. So the basic pledge, $99. Now this does say it's about 45 hours of campaign time. That is about half of other large campaign games. So 45 hours is a lot of gameplay, a ton. So at $99, you get the base game, but this is for the standee version. Now they do say they have extra large models available, but it'll be 52 large standees. So that's why basically when I was doing this, I saw this as a Gloomhaven version, because obviously Gloomhaven has the miniatures for the characters and then standees for all the monsters. So it's something I already knew, and I was like, $99, that seems like a fair price. But then they have the $179 core pledge, which includes all of the monsters. So you're going to get 53 extra large models. You're going to get some very large 120mm monsters, some maps, everything in there. So for the extra $79, you're going to get a wealth of more miniatures. And then you can kind of see here the 3D sculpts of what the characters are going to be like. And on top of what they have here, unlike a lot of games where these miniatures are going to be fixed positions, if you get a specific add-on, these miniatures can be customizable, which is really, really cool. So I liked the base event in terms of the characters that we were available to have. They're very fantasy oriented, which I do appreciate the fantasy aspects. This guy is a real cool dude. I really want to play with this guy. So we're going to scroll on down. So here we have the unlock system that I was kind of mentioning in terms of releasing. So not only are we going to be releasing, opening these envelopes and revealing the story, some of the monsters that we're going to fight are also going to be hidden behind these boxes. And that kind of reminded me of like, I don't know, like a Monster Hunter game, that game on PS4, where you might not even know what you're going after until you go after it. So this is what I kind of thought was really cool, kind of that unknown aspect of what's in the box. And they actually, in the campaign, there were people who complained about not knowing what they were buying, which is a valid complaint. In fact, it's one of the reasons why I'm not too happy with another campaign. I'm not going to mention any names in this one right now in terms of that campaign, but it's an active campaign right now, which is sealing everything. You don't know what you're buying, and they're asking for a lot of money for that stuff. So I get that, where people are like, I want to know what I'm buying if I'm going to put down a lot of money for it. So they do have an option here for you to click. I am not going to click that though, where you can actually see inside these boxes and see what those minis look like, if they fit your theme or what you're looking for in terms of character design and development. So the components are pretty standard. You've got the game board. It's a double-sided game board. This one I am not the most impressed with in terms of design, aesthetics, but I have to play with the game to really know what I'm playing with here. I got to really know what I'm feeling and see how it works overall. So you're going to have your event cards, your ally cards, just a bunch of different cards, just like an average role-playing dungeon crawler game. These are very common. So we're going to kind of scroll down through here. We do have some good components here in terms of the gems, the cubes. They do have coins in this game, and they have an upgrade for metal coins, of course, so if you're interested in the metal coins. So one of the aspects when I watched the first videos I did was watching them play with the secret maps, where you're going to be going to these different locations and you're going to be reading scenarios, and that could affect the story and what you're going to be doing, and some of them could be good, some of them could be bad. They're pretty interesting. I really enjoy any type of narrative element that's going to be bringing me into the game some more. I really, really appreciate. You've got your 200-page spiral-bound book. This is the actual campaign book. And what I was saying is that they actually have a fully narrated campaign guide now. So if you do not want to read, which I don't want to read, you've got a fully narrated campaign. That is primo. Very, very excited about that. So add-ons, this is where they're going to kill you. So you've got the terrain box. This is $35. This is a Kickstarter exclusive. And I forgot to mention, I believe the miniatures, sorry for scrolling on you guys, but I think, yeah, this one is also Kickstarter exclusive. So this will most likely be coming to retail. The miniatures version will not be coming to retail. So in terms of value, in terms of do I want to make money on this product, even after you've played the game, if you've kept everything pretty mint, you can sell this for probably more than what you pledged for. So take that into consideration. And then of course, whenever you're buying add-ons, as I scroll too fast through all this stuff, I'm sorry. So whenever you're buying add-ons, this is something I will mention for anyone who does resell, whoever sells their games after they've played it. At times, okay, let me make sure my thoughts are clear here. I think anytime you're buying anything that's a Kickstarter exclusive or a limited quantity exclusive, there's going to be a demand for it. Be careful in how much you buy up front, because you are limiting the number of people that could potentially buy that product from you on the secondary market. There will be people for the game with miniatures. There will be. There will be people with the terrain box. But if you buy the map pack, if you buy some secret boxes, you buy the metal coins, you buy the armory, you're adding up in terms of the total cost. And these are going to be probably more expensive. Not probably, they will be more expensive on the secondary market. So you could be easily seeing a $500 game, and that does potentially limit your resale audience as well as shipping. But to me, in the history that I've had in terms of buying and selling board games, board game players in general spend a lot of money. So don't have it dissuade you, but just know, like, here's an example. Joan of Arc is a great example of a game that is worth more than what its backed cost is, but because they have so much stuff, you're looking at like $1,000, maybe $1,500 in value, and it's hard to find a buyer at $1,500. So I always want to make sure people are aware. If you are someone who buys with the idea that I could potentially resell this, just know that if you go all in with everything, you are shrinking down your potential pie. Now, the total gain is going to be better. You're just shrinking that down. That was a very long tangent, so I apologize if you are still here. For the 5 of you that decided to continue with me, thank you, I appreciate it. And let's keep going through the add-ons. So the terrain box is, of course, a terrain. It doesn't include anything for gameplay. It's just to enhance the aesthetics of the game, which to me is huge. I love aesthetics. I love feeling like a part of the game. It's the reason why I play board games. I want to be a part of the world. So this is a very, very nice update. The art book. If you are a painter, I think the art book is a big, like, cool thing to have, because it helps you. Okay, so for me, visually, when I'm painting, I have a hard time coming up with creative, good-looking designs. So art books or any kind of media helps me paint my miniatures. So that's why I like art books. I also like art books because I think they're great for my little library in the living room or for my coffee table. I think they're really cool to look at. Kind of, there's a term for it. Curiosities, I think, or something, curios, something like that. So I think that's what the art books are good for. Necessarily, I don't think this will be very highly in demand, though. The map pack. I wish I knew more about this one. I'm sorry, guys, that I don't have it. I don't want to lie to you and start saying what the map pack is. But 4 large city maps plus 2 unlocked stretch goals will be included in this map pack. Secret box. I don't know. It's a secret box. So you can buy another one if you want. And then the metal coins, $25. These are always great. These will be probably really cool looking. I have so many metal coins, though. At times I wonder, when can I start repurposing my metal coins for other games? We'll see if that day ever comes. And the most ambitious part of this campaign that I wanted to talk about was the armory. For $35, this is expensive yet not for what they're doing, is taking your characters and becoming fully customizable based on the equipment that you've looted throughout the game. My question on this is, how many individual sets of arms does my character have? Like, how many pieces of equipment are there that are represented? Or is it just like a sword, an axe? I'm not quite sure, but they have 47 fully customizable weapon options. So here's an example of this cool bear switching between his claws and his axe. Now, and hammers, I mean, double axes, I mean, and you could potentially do like a claw and an axe in a hand. Like, you could change these around. So, a couple of things. One, how stable are these on the arms when you place them there? Like, are they going to fall out? Are they going to remain in place? I don't know. You know, I had a friend of mine say, "Oh, we'll just dab it with glue." I'm like, that literally defeats the purpose of what the whole point of it is. So, but I don't want to be pushing my miniature across the board, right, and have the arms fall off. That's not why we're buying this. So I'm assuming that they're going to be pretty stable. I've got a dragon. You probably can't see him. You can see him in other videos, but he's back here on my stand. It's from, actually, Joan of Arc. His wing, one of his wings falls off all the time. So and it's the same system here on his arms. So that makes me a little nervous. But I think the customization aspect is worth it enough for me to go in on that. And then stretch goals. This campaign originally hit a little around $2 million. They're actually around $3 million right now. So there are plenty of stretch goals for you to dig through and see all the cool things that have been unlocked. A lot of characters, a lot of new stuff. So we're gonna go away from that. But what I wanted to cut to next, okay, we're back. We had a cut there because I couldn't figure out how my computer was working. So we're good now, we're back in action. So what I wanted to show here, there was two things I wanted to show before I ended this video. And one, actually I'm gonna change where I'm gonna go first. We're gonna go here first. So I was checking out the rulebook. I will post a link to the rulebook if you're interested in reading this some more. But there are some things about this rulebook that I found were really exciting, and just general stuff. I was checking out how well does it read, how good are the directions. But down here actually is what I wanted to point out, because I want more developers to do this. They're including the appendix, an index, and a glossary. Please, developers, do this. When I'm playing your game and you have a keyword and I don't know what that keyword is, I want to be able to look it up and find out exactly where in the page it is. Or if you have an appendix of items, or a glossary to tell me what a specific icon means. This is so good. So overall, I'm very, very happy with that. I just want to touch on this for a brief second before I finish with the Pledge Manager. So the whole point of this video was to talk about the Pledge Manager reopening. So if you are interested in backing this game, if you missed it, or changing your pledge, adding more stuff, or changing your shipping information, this is the opportunity for you to do that in the Pledge Manager. So in update 41, and I'll have all these links and timestamps down below, check them out. I usually have pretty detailed information in my information box down there. So if you're looking for more information, always check down there. So the Pledge Manager is going to be opening on August 1st. That from the point of when this video is posted, it'll be tomorrow. So I just think the game, to me, is worth it. That I wanted to bring it up and talk to people about it. I was so excited about this game. It was one of the games that actually brought me back into Kickstarter. When I originally started Kickstartering, I had some negative, poor experiences with some games, and I took a long break. And when this one came up, I was just like, it jazzed me back in. It got me rejuvenized. I can't say that word, so please don't make fun of me. Reinvigorated me into board gaming, and really Kickstarters in general. So I'm really excited for it. I wanted to just express to people a game that really, to me, seems like something to be really cool to take a look at. Please, though, on any Kickstarter, I ask people to do your research, check it out. You're spending a lot of money, and sometimes you don't get the game for a while. I'm actually going to be doing a video, something similar to that, here shortly. So, anyways, Pledge Manager. The links are here. They are in update 41 if you want to find them. If you can't find them, you can click this, but when you click it, it says the Pledge Manager is currently closed. So I'm not sure if it's going to take you to the correct Pledge Manager. So I wanted to find the actual link. So here is the actual information, and I will have that down below, as I said before. So let's go ahead and swap back to me, and we'll finish up. So I appreciate everyone who has stayed for this entire rambling session. I know I'm getting better at these as time goes on. I'm hoping that you guys have enjoyed the show and have given me a lot of confidence to keep going and keep improving the quality of the stream. That's a little Easter egg. So in terms of updates, I did want to go for some updates. If anyone has stayed till the end, I am going to be reaching close to 2,500 subscribers. It's it's a pretty big feat to meet any kind of milestone. And so what I wanted to kind of talk about was potentially doing, not potentially, I will be doing a giveaway at 3,000 subscribers. It's still a ways away, and in terms of my current growth, it might be there in about a month or two, but you never know. We might just get very lucky from YouTube and get pushed out into the ether. So we will be kind of forming like a more get it fleshed out more, but I have some time, obviously, because to me, I feel like based off my current analytics, I think I'll be there in at least a month or 2 months, most likely 2 months. So I'll flesh it out, and either it's going to be a current retail game, or if there's one available, potentially a backing of a Kickstarter that's available now, backing the game form. So I will have more details of that as I see like we're getting closer to that 3,000 mark. But what I want to do is let the people that are here early and part of the support system that I have now, I wanted to say thank you. Make sure you guys are aware of that so that you can, get in on getting the potential giveaway early. Because I always want to always say thank you to the people who have been here first, who have shown me the support by pressing the like button, subscribing, and commenting. The people that comment, you should know that I always respond. I'm always taking a look. I know who you are. Thank you for everyone. So final update. I'm working on I keep saying that, potentially, when I'm like pretty much doing it. I'm working on setting up a stream for both Twitch and YouTube. I want to do maybe at least once a week or some sort of a live stream, and I'd like it to be entertaining and basically be a way for my audience to communicate with me real time. Maybe we'll be doing a playthrough, maybe we'll be doing like a podcast like thing. Who knows? I want to do this. I've been working the last week pretty much on getting the equipment, such as the new camera that you guys are watching this in right now, getting my audio equipment all set up. You guys seen this mic. I've been using this mic on non-computer stuff, but now I have it for my computer. So sweet. So that's about it. So I mean, we're doing a lot of stuff. The channel is in this like fluid moment where we're still growing, we're still changing. There's a lot of stuff happening, and I'm rambling quite a bit. So thank you, Oathsworn, for being my platform to ramble. I'm going to end this here now before I lose everyone. Thank you for the 2 people that watched till the end. I will talk to you all very soon.